Hi Geminis, welcome back and welcome if you're new. This is going to be your reading for July 8th through the 13th. I apologize for the delay and I know it's a little awkward this week. However, I didn't want to short you, and I think I'm going to come back and do just the end of the second half of July for everyone and do extended readings for those. And I'm going to do extended readings for these as well. So, with that being said, I'm not going to go too deep into the planet placements as of yesterday, where I am. Mercury went retrograde. As of today, Chiron goes retrograde. So those, Mercury is going to deal with communication, travel, intellectual capacity, and Chiron is going to deal with deep wounds and spirituality. So very intense times. Pluto still retrograde Sagittarius. Jupiter still retrograde in Sagittarius. Saturn still retrograde in Capricorn. Pluto's in Capricorn. Neptune's retrograde in Pisces, and now Mercury is retrograde in Leo. And then Chiron is retrograde in Aries. So very, very intense times. Be patient and kind with yourselves and others. So let's go ahead and get into your reading, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. If you don't know how to check your placement, there's a link in the description box below showing you how to do so, and then you can go to Cafe Astrology and do it for free. Alright, so relationship spread, it could apply to any relationship in your life, including the relationship you have with yourself. Left side is you, right side is your person. However, it can flip-flop. Right side can be you, left side can be your person, or you can take over the entire reading. It can be any relationship in your life. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. I will let you know how it feels to me. That may not apply to all of you, so just take it how it applies. It can be past, present, or future energy, or a mixture of all three. So again, take it how it resonates. Always check your moon, rising, and Venus signs. Sometimes Jupiter applies, not always. Venus is for love readings, and then Sun, Moon, and Rising is just for you, your personality. Alright. 2 more shuffles for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Oh, top is mental, middle is emotional, the bottom is your behavior. We'll also look at the overall theme of the reading, which is this card here. The relationship situation, which is this card here. Advice and the likely outcome. Okay, so looks like there's a power struggle here. Maybe somebody's trying to get control or take control over a situation, or there could be an abuse. There could be abuse of power. That can also mean bullying. It could just be like an authoritarian. That's Aries energy. I feel like it's somebody trying to just take control of the situation. It could be out of fear, or it could be someone suppressing their emotions, or just completely lacking emotion, being completely cold. But I feel like it's someone just being controlling, possibly out of fear, being dominating, being very stubborn, and being like in a very my way or the highway type of attitude. The relationship situation, this is Sagittarius energy. This is communication, travel. Excuse me. Swift action, and maybe things moved really quickly at some point, and now here we are. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the relationship picked up pretty quickly, but the relationship is involving someone, or some controlling factor or person. I'll say that. That could also be a boss, but on your mind, maybe there's a little bit of imbalance. Maybe there's finances. Maybe you're worried about finances. Excuse me. You could be worried about how you're going to balance your time, your energy, your effort, and also your money as well. It's Capricorn energy. You could also have a lack of focus. I think this energy, this could be the same person, but whatever it is, it's probably causing a lack of focus. It could be overspending as well, or some type of problems within a partnership. I can definitely see how this could create partners within a partnership. If someone's being very controlling or almost bullying, dominating the other person. And the heart space Someone wants to offer some type of proposal of love. This could involve engagement. It doesn't have to be like a wedding proposal, but it could be an apology. It could be an offer of love. It could be a date. It could be a letter. Like, well, not necessarily a letter. It involves some type of action or some type of movement, or some type of gesture, romantic gesture or loving gesture. It could also be like acting on some type of creative endeavor. I'm going to have to dig deeper. Once we clarify, I'll be able to know more about that, because that's kind of vague. Then we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. So somebody's feeling very defensive. I don't know, like maybe you want to offer love to someone, but you don't know how or something. I don't know. We'll find out what that Knight of Cups is about. Or maybe you have a lot of love to give and are just waiting. I don't know, because this Nine of Wands is in the reverse, and that represents obstacles or insecurities for your action or for your behavior. So you could be feeling tired or feeling stressed. It could also represent defensiveness. It can also be mental exhaustion. Yeah, this could be just feeling very tired. I don't get like a defensiveness, angry defensiveness type of vibe from that. I get a like, I'm tired. Like, it's been one thing after another. I do get mental exhaustion from that as well. So whatever's going on in this situation, I think there's still some love here. Maybe there's some financial problems, or maybe there's a boss that's down your back, or you're trying to get some type of promotion or something, because this could represent a change of career as well. The Eight of Wands, like either change of career or change of a job. So this could be a work situation as well. Maybe you just have a lot of love and passion and a lot of ideas, creative ideas for whatever it is that you do, but maybe you're feeling like you're kind of like losing your will, or you feel mentally exhausted, or you're experiencing delays and you feel drained or overworked. And your person, on your person's mind, we have the nine. Well, I don't know why it's at 9. We have the Three of Wands. So I think this person is waiting on the right opportunity, or waiting on the right moment to act, or put some type of plan in motion. Maybe it's something that you've been working on, or they've been working on for some time, and they're waiting on the right moment to act or put their plan into motion. It's something that they're very passionate about. That's Aries energy. So that's just waiting, like waiting for your ships to come in, or like either waiting for the right moment to act on a plan, on something that you've been planning or working on, or you're waiting to see the efforts of the labors that you have put forth. This person in their heart space, they could have a little lack of faith. Either within this connection, it could involve money. Maybe they feel like you won't have enough time for them. And I think maybe that's why you're still trying to offer them love. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe this person is feeling like, I feel like they feel like they're going to be left out as far as time, like you won't have time for them. Or it's kind of like they're just waiting until things pick up for you, because they're going to be disappointed. It's very pessimistic. Like, oh, I just know as soon as you get this job, or as soon as things start working out for you, you're never going to have any time for me. That's how this feels. And this person is, they're forced into isolation, and they don't want it. They're not happy about it. With the Four of Swords here, it's definitely isolation. This is my me time card, but in the reverse. It's restlessness, or feeling isolated, or feeling like, with these two cards being here, this card represents fear of exclusion, or just fear of being stuck out in the cold, and this card represents isolation or forced isolation. There's a change either in the relationship and work, or something. There's some type of change here, and it's probably going to come about really quickly. But this person doesn't want to end up having so much time for themselves. I don't want to say alone, because if you're still together, then they're not alone. But I think this person just is, it's going to suck. They think it's really going to suck to have so much time for themselves, to themselves, because you're always going to be busy, or you're not going to have time to spend with them. That's how that feels. All right, let's clear for the whole spread for you, Geminis. Oh my gosh. This is not right. I'm sorry. Let's see if I can fix this. I think it's too late because it's recording already. Okay, well, hopefully I didn't mess anything up. All right, 2 more shuffles. Let's clarify this spread for Gemini. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that this person is probably the one that's trying to control the situation, or they're either really suppressing their emotions. Maybe they're just kind of like getting really quiet on you, not really saying much. They're really repressing their feelings and their emotions, being cold and distant because they're just waiting. They just know it's any moment now, any day now. This change is going to happen, and you're not going to have any more time for me. It's a very selfish, very, very pessimistic vibe that they're in. Very, very, very selfish. So the 5 of Pentacles, yeah, like I said, is here. This does represent this person having that fear of loss or fear of exclusion, and yeah, it's in the reverse over here. But I think that is the reason for this person's control, I think, or rather this person's sadness. Maybe they feel like there's some type of loss here, and that's what they're repressing. Those are the feelings, yeah, the feelings of sadness and the loss that they feel. They're repressing that, yeah. On your mind, there's imbalance here. Temperance is in the reverse, and then the 2 of Pentacles is in the reverse. Temperance is all about balance, or acquiring balance, or maintaining balance. I think you're having internal arguments or disagreements within yourself, and your mind is just overworked. You do have a lack of focus and a lack of vision, and there's just too much going on for you right now. I think you probably feel like you're under a lot of pressure, and you're just mentally and physically exhausted. The King of Swords is here with the Knight of Cups. I think you want to continue to offer this situation or nurture this situation and offer love here, but you don't know what the right decision is to make, or if you are making the decision, it's not as smart as you normally. It's not, you know, based on, it's not as logical, or as it's not as strong of a decision as it would be normally, because I feel like you're distracted and you can't find mental balance. So of course you can't make a decision. You could be coming off a little cruel, or a little bit angry, or a little bit snappy. I think you just feel burnt out, and I feel like some of you could even be having like emotional outbursts, or little fits of rage, or I don't want to say fits of rage, or just like where you just have like little moments of over anxiety, or you just want to cry, or, you know, just male or female, like you just get so overwhelmed and you feel like you can't make a decision because you just feel emotionally overwhelmed, and you still want to nurture the situation, but there's just too much going on. You just are mentally exhausted. Yeah, again, lack of focus. You could be feeling, I don't want to say intimidated, but you could be feeling like you're under a lot of pressure, and then you could just feel like you don't know what choice you should make. You feel like you may need some guidance, like you could also feel like or you could just be trying to move forward, because this is my push through card. You could be trying to move forward regardless of not being able to think clearly and identify, maybe even identify your emotions clearly. You could be trying to move forward anyway, and that in this like naive nature, like, or just trying to take a chance, like, oh, let me just try to push through anyway, even though this is not the best condition for you to push through in. Oh, in the relationship situation, we have the Moon card with I don't know why I keep turning the card sideways. Anyway, the Moon card with the 8 of Wands. There's a lot of deep emotions between you two. There is going to be change. The eclipses that we've been experiencing could be influencing this relationship, this connection, or just you guys individually, and therefore your relationship. That is Cancer energy. This is Cancer, the Moon card. This is Pisces, but the Moon is Cancer's planet. Anywho, there's going to be a change, a swift change, or some action coming in, some change, or some type of action is coming in. This could be, I think somebody's afraid. Yeah, this person's definitely afraid of this, because this could represent fear around a decision, a fear of the unknown. I feel like this person feels like they know what's coming and they're already afraid of it. This change, or this new career, this new job, this new fast-paced situation. They already know what's happening. Yeah, they're just waiting. The Chariot is here, more Cancer energy. They're waiting because they know things are going to pick up quickly. Now, some of them may not be so pessimistic and selfish. Some of them may just be feeling a little sad about it. But with the Emperor here, it feels like they are trying to control the situation. But like I said, this could just simply mean that they are suppressing, like really, really suppressing these emotions that they have, and maybe coming off a little bit cold and distant when really they feel really, really sad. But no. This is I feel like a very tantrum, like a tantrum vibe, like, oh my gosh, like throwing a fit. It could be a child. This could be a child. This doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. This could be a child. But this is a situation that is that involves determination, progress, moving forward, and triumph against all odds. And they know that once it comes, things are gonna really start moving. And I think they're just waiting on that to happen. The 3 of Pentacles is in the reverse with the 5 of Pentacles. So that lets me know that there's either a lack of progress or a lack of teamwork, or somebody's not willing to invest the time that's needed, or not willing to sacrifice, I think in this case, the time needed. It's also like holding yourself back or childish behavior. Like I said, I felt like this was a very childish mentality. Like this person is just like all about themselves, and they're really just only thinking about themselves. They're not thinking about how much this situation may improve your life. They're only thinking about themselves. Anyway, with the 4 of Swords in reverse, we have the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups, this can represent like emotional deceptions, or I think this is seeing what you want to see, seeing only what you want to see. With the 7 of Cups, definitely this person is like self-creating fantasies, like making up things in their mind. They could be feeling really insecure, or allowing this situation to make them feel very insecure. Like this could also mean drinking problems or using drugs. I think this person's like seeing what they want to see and just creating illusions, and just probably making up stories, and being very childish. All right. 3 cards of advice for Geminis, please. 2 more shuffles, please. right, the Chariot here, the Justice in reverse, and the Death card in reverse. So I think your advice is definitely to keep moving forward. Let's look at this. And then you got all major arcana, so that's good. All right, more Cancer energy. You could be dealing with the Cancer. You could be a Gemini Cancer cusp. Take charge of your own destiny. Seize the moment and let momentum carry you forward. Finish what you set into motion. Don't hesitate. You can do this. And I think this is telling you not to be distracted by this person being temperamental and throwing a tantrum and just trying to bring the focus back to them. If this is something that you have been wanting to do, that you're very passionate about, or if it's something that's going to improve your life or your situation and it's going to make you very happy, then do it. Don't let this person hold you back, or allow you to hold yourself back, rather. Let's look at Justice, Libra energy. Okay, the Principle of Consequences. Oh, I'm sorry, it's in the reverse. Feeling the injustice of the world. Maintain your balance. Take responsibility. Have integrity. Set things right. I think this is just about you taking back control of your life. Making the decisions that you need to for yourself and not for this love interest. Because I think some of you are allowing this person to distract you, and I think that's why you feel bad about moving forward. And if you are moving forward, you're not making great decisions and you're being a little naive because your focus is off and you feel very imbalanced in the mind. And Mercury retrograde could be getting to you as well. But it's time to take back responsibility of what you can control and have the integrity to do what you need to do and set things right in your own life. Death is in the reverse. That's Scorpio. All right. Reluctant to change. Stop living in the past. Step into the limelight. Let go of your obsessive thoughts. Awaken from some slumber. Greet the world. Hold on. It says greet the world with the new you. I think that means greet the world with the new you. This is about rebirth and transformation. I think this is you needing to trust this phase of your life and take back control of your life so that you can complete this transformation and move on to the next phase of your life. And I know that's pretty blunt or pretty vague, but it's just like straight to the point. And this situation is throwing off your focus, and the longer you linger or stay in this situation, the longer you remain stagnant from the next phase or the next chapter. And it looks like you're ready. It's like right there for you, but for whatever reason, you can't allow yourself to get past this person or make decisions for you or find a clear mental space. Mercury is your ruling planet, and it is retrograde, so maybe you're being affected by that in the intellectual space, but I think this person is really distracting you. Will just could be a trigger, along with Pluto energy, with all these planets tag teaming in retrograde. There's probably a series of reasons or multitude of reasons for your focus being off, but do 2 more shuffles and get 3 cards for the likely outcome for you. All right, so I think it's definitely time. Well, this is your likely outcome. So this situation, I think, is already giving you some emotional stress and anxiety. And I think it will continue to give you emotional stress and anxiety if you don't walk away from it. If you don't just walk away and put the swords down and stop fighting with this person, and just understand when there's no win in the situation, and just back away. Release your pride and just accept defeat, so to speak. Understand there's nothing that you can do to resolve this situation. And I think it's also a symbol of you releasing the emotions that you need to in order to move forward and regain your creative focus. And I think eventually you will do that, because if you don't do it, the universe is going to come in and force you to do it, because that's just what's happening right now. So if you're interested in digging further into this reading, we'll look at we'll look more about further into your person, and we'll pull some oracle cards, and we'll look at the likely outcome with the Kipper deck as well. So I'll put the extended reading link in the description if you want a personal reading. That'll be below, and as well as my social media information, which I've decided to take a temporary break. So you can reach me by email, or you can always book a service or personal reading below. I'm also certified for Reiki now, so I can send distance healing if you're interested in that, or even ordering it for someone else who you know needs healing. Please contact me there. If you're not sure what you need, you can always book a consultation. And I'm setting up an Etsy shop for my jewelry and products, so that'll be up soon, and that will be added to the description box as well. I think that's all for now, but thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if this resonated with you, and comment below. And until next time, peace, love, and light. Bye, Gemini.